Hey Pisces, I hope you're all having a blessed day. As I was meditating on the energy for your reading, I got a message from Spirit that the universe loves to see you win. The universe loves it when you're happy, when you're in flow, when things are aligning for you. The universe wants to give you more things to be grateful for or more things to be happy about. It's almost like you're playing a game with the universe. It's like you get one blessing, one synchronicity, you get some kind of a miracle, and it's almost like a trail that you're following to a higher path. What does Pisces need to know at this time? What does Pisces need to know at this time? Deservingness. You are a beloved child of God, like everyone else, and you deserve to receive support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. There's a need here to really acknowledge and align with a feeling of worthiness, of deservingness, of receiving, because the universe wants to give to you. The universe loves it when you win, when you're happy, when you're positive, when you're uplifted, because it benefits everyone else around you when you're spreading this positive energy. So there are gifts and blessings coming your way. There's a need here to tune into the energy of gratitude. Some of you may be guided to start journaling, to have a gratitude practice. When you wake up, start writing down things that you're grateful for, and also at night, so that you're anchoring that energy in the daytime and also in the nighttime. So when you're opening up to go about your day, you're already in the right flow, in the right energy. What are your messages for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know? Sever vows of poverty. Dear one, there is no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. For some of you, your life mission, your life purpose may be to be happy, to live your best life. Because you are a blessing to be around when you are in that energy. What does Pisces need to know at this time? Pay yourself first. Okay, this card has been showing up for a lot of your readings. So Spirit wants to make sure that you are your number one priority so that you can do more for the world, so that you can do more for other people around you by making sure that you're taken care of first. So everyone wins in this situation. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and in your future. What are your messages for Pisces, Holy Spirit? Death. There is a renewal, there's a transformation coming in. You have undergone a transformational process. You were once the caterpillar, then you were in the cocoon, and now you are a full-blown butterfly. This is not necessarily about the death itself, it's about the rebirth. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know at this time? Knight of Cups. There's something new coming into your life that's emotionally fulfilling, and Spirit is saying, Pisces, keep moving forward. You're doing a lot better than you think. Knight of Cups energy, offers are being made, opportunities are coming your way, and there's something here about you being in tune with your feelings and your emotions. There's something very balanced, very youthful about your energy. Pisces needs to know this one. Queen of Pentacles. You are reaching your end goal. Some of you have written down goals that you have already achieved. So your priorities, your desires, your wants, and your needs are changing because there's something here that you already accomplished and therefore you graduated out of this level. A death had to happen for you to transform, for you to level up and upgrade to the next level of your life. Okay, so Knight of Cups, being in tune with your feelings, with your emotions, being in alignment with the things that make you happy, with the things that bring you joy. And I'm also getting a very light-hearted, youthful spirit from this Knight of Cups. In some way, somehow, it's maturing into the Queen of Pentacles. Multiple streams of income, savings, investments, prosperity. You built something here, Pisces, that is now growing, it's compounding. The seeds that you have planted have started to bloom. And the Queen of Pentacles is saying, Pisces, you did this. This is the self-made queen, by the way. Whether it's masculine energy or feminine, this is an archetype. So, Knight of Cups, you being in touch with your feelings and your emotions has led you on the right path. Because there's so many ways to go about something, but if you don't enjoy the journey, if you don't enjoy the lifestyle, then it's not worth it. Because once you get there, you realize this is not how you imagined it, or this is not exactly what you wanted. But if you are in tune with your feelings and your emotions, and you're following the right path, if you're receptive to it, you're going to enjoy the journey, you're going to enjoy the process, and you're also going to enjoy the end result. So 2 birds, 1 stone is what I'm getting here. Yeah, Pisces, you've been able to achieve something here that not a lot of people are able to do. The alignment that you have attained in your life has required transformation. It has required tough choices, letting some things die out, letting some things transform, or letting go of certain dynamics in your life. Knight of Cups, being receptive and in tune with your feelings and your emotions to guide yourself on the right path. To Queen of Pentacles, to yes, arrive to your goal, whatever this is for you, but to also enjoy the journey. Because when you close off your heart and you're not receptive to the signs, your feelings, your emotions, what they're trying to communicate with you might end up in the wrong path. You might end up in the wrong industry, in the wrong relationship, in the wrong place. But when you're receptive and open to what your emotions and feelings are communicating, you can take that information as data and change your direction, change your lifestyle, change your habits so that you're more in alignment with your end goal, but also enjoying the journey in the process. So the death is saying, Pisces, you had to make tough choices. You had to go through transformations. You had to let go of many people, many places, many habits in order for you to get to this level. In the past, you may have prayed or wished for things that you have right now. And even though your desires, your wants, and your needs are growing and you're thinking about the future, there's a need to acknowledge how far you've come and the fact that you're doing a lot better than you think. Okay, so death energy, transformation. You went from the caterpillar to the cocoon to the butterfly. You have fully transformed. Knight of Cups, the ability to be sensitive and receptive to your environment, to the signs, is leading you in the right direction. Queen of Pentacles, you are attaining your end goal. A major opportunity is coming. Don't flinch. Spirit wants you to be prepared for something. Someone's energy lingers on you. Cleanse it. Okay, so you have a lot of people focused on you, and because you're open and receptive, you can pick up on other people's energy as well. You have to be open and receptive to receive the guidance and the signs, but it's a double-edged sword because you also pick up on other people's projections, other people's thought forms, other people's energy that's focused on you. Okay, so there's the need to constantly cleanse yourself. Maybe have a daily practice where you sage, where you take a saltwater bath. You may even be guided to buy certain crystals, maybe an obsidian crystal for some of you, to carry a salt bag with you. So I used to sell these in the past. I might start doing this again. You basically wear it on you. This will absorb a lot of the energy that you take on throughout the day, whether it's negative, whether it's just distractions and noise. It really helps to cleanse your aura and to keep your spiritual energy intact. Because throughout the day, when you're open and receptive to the signs, to the guidance, to the synchronicities, you're also open and receptive to everything else going on around you. So you may not realize that you're taking a lot of energy in, and that can lead to feeling overwhelmed or exhausted without even knowing why. What does Pisces need to know at this time, Holy Spirit? One of the hardest battles is choosing between what you know and what you feel. I'm getting for a lot of you right now, you are in a place of alignment to where you're using your logic, but you're also using your intuition. Because the Knight of Cups, it is about your emotions and your feelings, but the Queen of Pentacles is very grounded, very practical, very earthly, very real, down to earth. So you may not have to choose between what you know and what you feel, but there may be an integration taking place. So if you're trying to implement a new habit and you know that it's going to require discipline or structure, but you also want to allow the creative energy to flow in your day-to-day life, you may have to find a balance in between. Because you're so intuitive and so receptive, for you to thrive in that energy, because you are a water sign, there may have to be a more flexible approach. Okay, because I'm hearing balance, discipline, structure, but I'm also hearing intuition and creativity. For some people, strict structure, discipline, schedules, routines works best for them. Other people, they just want to be creative and flow and free. I mean, there's something here about what works for you, how your energy thrives best. If it's more freedom, less schedules, less restriction, more creativity, more fun, more play, or more discipline, structure, strict routines, okay, there's some kind of decision here between what you know and what you feel and finding some kind of a sweet spot in the middle. So there's something practical and then there's something intuitive. What is meant for you won't confuse you. Some of you already know from the start whether something is going to work out or whether it's not worth it. And it's because you have the power of intuition. You get messages, you get signs, you have a feeling about something. That first initial instinct that you get, that's the truth of the situation. Because when your mind starts to negotiate or starts to overthink things or starts to reason, that's when things can become cloudy or confusing. But you have an initial instinct that's always on point. And Spirit is saying, Pisces, you do have the intuitive abilities. You do have some kind of premonition in connection to the higher realms. And that is there to protect you and to guide you in the right direction so that you don't waste time on people, places, things, opportunities that are not leading you to your end goal. This transformation has really served you, is what I'm getting here. A lot of you have leveled up and you don't even recognize it because you've been in the process. Some of you are used to this. You've gone through many transformations before. 3 messages for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know at this time? Who in your life benefits from you staying small? This transformation is calling for you to do things in a different way, to level up, to open up to new possibilities, to new lifestyles, to new habits, maybe even a new career, a new industry, a new business model. Whatever this death is for you, whatever this transformation is for you, it's meant to take you higher. Again, Queen of Pentacles is one of the final cards in the tarot. So this does signify arrival. This signifies you coming full circle with something and attaining a physical goal. There's something here about you fully stepping into your power and being unapologetic about it. I'm getting Queen of Wands energy. We don't have the Queen of Wands here, but that's what I'm getting here. You're naturally very magnetic. You're naturally a very happy person, but your environment does affect you. So cleanse on a daily basis is what I'm getting here. What are you ready to release? For some of you, this may be habits, people, beliefs, maybe an old part of yourself that no longer works for you. I was keeping you small in order to protect you. And in that environment, it may have helped you for the time being. What may have kept you safe in the past may be holding you back now. And this is why death is here. There's a transformation, there's a restructuring that you can fully step into your energy. Holy Spirit, clarify the death for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know about this energy? What does Pisces need to know? This is crazy. I just felt the Queen of Wands energy and now it's here in the upright. So this is the entrepreneur, the businessman, businesswoman of the tarot. And it's a very vibrant energy. It's very magnetic, very attractive. It attracts things to it. Queen of Wands is your expression. But when you are in situations or environments that people feel uncomfortable or they get triggered or competitive or they start to try to cause drama because of how bright you're shining, that's not where you're meant to be. This is why there's some kind of restructuring or transformation. There's a death to an old way of being that used to protect you, because now you're going to win through embodying more and more of your Queen of Wands energy. You're achieving a lot of things in your life because you're open and receptive to the best path. You're meant to enjoy the journey and the process, but you're also meant to arrive to your destination. So Queen of Wands, the more that you are unapologetic, the more free you're going to be to take the right actions, to take inspired action when you get an idea. But when you're thinking about protecting yourself and you're thinking about not triggering people, not making people feel uncomfortable or competitive with you, then that's when you start to water yourself down. And you're not meant to be in those environments. There's a death here because it holds you back. Okay, so be unapologetic at this time and continue to shine bright. If you've been gifted with intelligence, if you've been gifted with beauty, if you've been gifted with the ability to manifest and attract things to you, there's no reason for you to hide that or for you to deny those gifts. Okay, if you were blessed with those gifts, God wanted you to have them. So if people think that you have some kind of privilege or some kind of advantage, you're not meant to sit on these gifts. Whatever this is for you, Queen of Wands energy, it's magnetic and it's going to make things happen for you. The more that you embrace this energy, the more that you embody your Queen of Wands. Queen of Pentacles, a healer, a working parent, a self-made person, material wealth and abundance, strength in family and community, a kind, nurturing heart, groundedness, being down to earth, and generosity. This self-made queen reminds you to step into abundance by shifting any shadows you are holding onto around wealth and security. You are safe. Pay attention to your finances to level up your money game, and give yourself permission to rise into the upper ranks. This is a positive sign of creature comforts and happiness, And this earthly medicine ushers in a life well lived in the material world. Connect with nature to find your calm, healing, and rooted power, and harness the abundance that's available to you by bringing groundedness to your situation. Shower others with warm blessings from a charitable heart, as loyalty, family, and community are themes at this time. Your nurturing and down to earth approach will gift stability and support to those in your life. Don't overextend your energy and avoid enabling others by overmothering them. They must learn to walk on their own. Bring your self worth and guidance and your glorious, powerful love. Your affirmation is I enjoy my deeply connected life and I lead it with an outpouring of warmth, abundance, and love. This is beautiful. You're doing a lot better than you think. Keep taking the right actions, keep moving forward, keep grounding the energy. And Knight of Cups, yes, be open and receptive because it's going to guide you on the right path. And if you ever stray away from the path, you're going to know immediately because you're open and you're receptive. When you're disconnected, you really don't know because you're numb. It's almost like touching a hot stove. When you're numb, you're not getting the trigger to your brain that you're burnt, okay? That's how the nervous system works. It has to travel back to your brain for you to get the sensation, for you to react and remove your hand. So when you're numb and disconnected, you don't even know that you're touching the hot stove. You're getting hurt, but you don't feel the pain. When you're open and receptive, you feel it immediately, and that allows you the ability to course correct. The more unapologetic you can be at this time, the more free you're going to be to just take action, to do new things, to try out different hobbies or projects, to take on a new sport. Okay, Queen of Wands energy, yes, you're magnetic. Yes, you can attract things to you. Some of you have been gifted in many different departments, and some people may think that that's not fair, that you have privilege in some way. But the thing is, God is the one that gives gifts. So if you are in this position, it's because you've earned it and you use your gifts for good. So don't allow someone to make you feel like you have to hide something or water it down because it makes other people uncomfortable. That's the thing with being open and receptive. You're not just picking up on your own emotions, you're picking up on other people's cues as well. Okay, so cleanse on a daily basis. Use an obsidian crystal so that you know where you end and where you begin, what belongs to you, what doesn't belong to you. Holy Spirit, clarify the death for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know about the death energy? Wow, okay, this card literally just flew out. Okay, High Priestess. Pisces, you are in your power. So yeah, you've been blessed in different departments. Some people may think that it's not fair that you have this and that and also this. Whether you're intelligent and also very good looking, or you have a very beautiful energy about yourself, whether your aura is very powerful. It's like people think that it's not fair that you have all these gifts and blessings. Okay, High Priestess, your intuition is very strong and it's on point. The messages, the guidance that you're receiving at this time, okay, it is the truth. Some of you may be getting very descriptive dreams. You may be remembering people, names, situations, dynamics, and there's a message coming in through those dreams. Pay attention to it. You see how the Queen of Wands is looking over at the High Priestess? I don't know if the camera is focusing. There's a glare here. This Queen of Wands is meant to take action on the messages and the intuition that the High Priestess is receiving. High Priestess receives. The High Priestess is the visionary, the intuitive, but the Queen of Wands is the one that can actually get things done. The one that takes action, the one that does the work to attract and manifest. So Spirit is letting you know you're working with two different aspects of yourself and you're finding a balance in the middle. Okay, so death is clarified by the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. You're being upgraded. Some of you are receiving more gifts, more knowledge, more information. You're being trusted with more, is what I'm getting here. Spices need to know. Spices need to know about the death. Oh, wow. Okay, so 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 2 of Wands. Some people don't like this. They think that if they had the same power that you do, that they would use it for their own benefit, that they would take advantage of people. So they don't understand why you're getting this and why they're not. Because in their mind, they would abuse this power. 5 of Swords is a very deceptive, competitive, win at all costs kind of energy. Someone who acts out of ego to make themselves look good or to have the final say, whereas you take the higher road. So you've done something to prove yourself continuously to the universe to where you've been gifted more power. But there's some people here that are upset about this. They don't like the fact that you have access to certain kinds of information, that you have certain kinds of advantages or privileges. But the thing is, this is a gift from the divine. This wasn't just randomly given to you. 5 of Cups, 2 of Wands. Okay, so I'm getting another message here. Some people think that you have some kind of a map to where you know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, to where you know the best course of action or when to move or how to move. And they don't understand it. It's like they're trying to tap into this. They're trying to see what you see. It's like this person is staring into this globe. I don't know if this is focusing. It's like you have some kind of a map. You have some kind of knowledge that they don't have. So someone here is being deceptive or playing dirty because they feel like it's unfair that you have access to this Five of Cups. Some people that were very close to you tried to hurt you in the worst ways. Again, they are seeing you as privileged or having certain kinds of advantages to where they think it's not fair and they think it's their job to level out the playing field. And instead of upgrading themselves and working on themselves to go up, they think it's their duty to bring you down. Okay, so Five of Swords energy. This is the reason why you may have encountered these betrayals, this deceptive energy. The thing is, it always backfires. They always get the karma for it, and this is why they don't advance. This is why they're capped, and they're not able to move on from that specific stage of their life. They're not learning the lessons. Okay, they have a lot of karma and a lot of lifetimes to get to where you are, High Priestess. So you don't really engage with these energies. As you can see here, she's on her throne in both of these cards. Here, you're on this high horse. The Queen of Pentacles, you're on your throne. Queen of Wands, High Priestess, you're on your throne. Whereas they're down here, being deceptive, creating drama. Yeah, it's a very messy energy. I'm hearing haters, trolls. I just heard forgive them for they don't know what they're doing. It was a line that Jesus said. So your ability to be on this level allows you to see everything from a bird's eye view, why someone is doing something, what insecurity is causing it, to where it allows you to predict what they're about to do because you've seen this before. So they want to know exactly what is it that you know, what map are you following, what crystal ball are you looking into. They want to have access to the same level of information, but the thing is, they're doing it in deceptive ways. It's like they're trying to cut through the process instead of doing the work and going through the lessons to where they have the understanding. They're trying to cheat their way through something, but they're only playing themselves. What does Pisces need to know about this Five of Swords energy? If it drains your spirit, it's already too expensive. These are people that you have cut out because they were draining your energy. They were exhausting you. You were tired of the games. Move with strategy, not with emotion. A truth will surface during a dream. Pay attention. The messages are so clear that you can't really deny them. Have some kind of a journal, have some kind of a practice. Set the intention before you go to sleep to remember your dreams, to receive the messages, the communication, the information that you need, because the messages are very clear. You're not just getting solutions and guidance, you're also getting understanding as to why something is happening, or as to someone else's next move or your next move. If you're receiving the information, you're meant to have it, is what I'm getting here. There's a lot of people in your energy. Okay, this is why it says here, someone's energy lingers on you, cleanse it. With the amethyst crystal, your intuitive messages, your third eye chakra becomes very sharp, very clear, to where you're seeing things almost in high definition. You're not just getting random fuzzy messages. Things become very, very clear. And with the obsidian, you protect your energy in the boundary around you, so that you're not picking up on everybody else's baggage, everybody else's noise. Okay, they want to know what it is that you know. They want to look into the same crystal ball, into the same map that you have. But the thing is, to be able to read the map, to be able to interpret the messages, you have to do the work. There is no shortcuts. They're trying to be deceptive and betray and play games, but they're only playing themselves. It's almost like learning how to read an encrypted language. You have to go through the process to learn that. You can't just guess your way through it. It's like they think they're smart, but they're too smart for their own good because they're getting themselves into trouble. They're creating more karma for themselves. The shortcut is not working. The shortcut is backfiring. Holy Spirit, clarify the Five of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Someone wants to know, what is it that Pisces is working on? What is it that Pisces is focused on? They think that by imitating your path, they're going to get the same results. What does Pisces need to know about the Five of Swords? What does Pisces need to know about the Five of Swords? Seven of Swords. This is a very deceptive energy. Again, the reason why they want to take these shortcuts, the reason why they want to have certain abilities or access to certain kinds of information is to try to deceive people, is to try to cheat their way into something. This is why they don't understand why you have this level of access, because to them, they would take advantage of people. Seven of Swords is the sneakiest, most deceptive card in the deck. Someone here is studying you and they think that by copying you, they're going to get the same outcome, that they're going to get the same level of access, and it just doesn't work that way. Yeah, there's a lower level of consciousness here to where they want to win at all costs. They want to have the final say, even if they hurt themselves or other people in the process. They want to attain some kind of a win, even if they have to cheat, lie, steal, and deceive and betray. Seven of Swords. You're very different people, is what I'm getting here. They're showing up as haters and trolls, and they're just not doing the work. So they can't really even understand you, even if you explain yourself. So stay on your high horse, not because you're better than them, but because you don't engage with these energies. You don't feed into them. Hey, you're on your throne for a reason. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Give me one more card for the Five of Swords. What does Pisces need to know about this energy? There may be a number or a contact that you may have to delete or block. Okay, I don't know why I just heard that. Nine of Cups. You got wish fulfillment coming in. Your dreams are becoming a reality. You may need to revisit your old vision board because a lot of the things that you put in there have already become a reality. Yes, you may have new desires, new wants, new needs, but Spirit is saying, Pisces, there's things that you prayed for that you already have. Acknowledge that, be grateful for it. So just know that you are deserving of these blessings. You are deserving of this wish fulfillment. Deservingness was one of your first cards. Okay, and it's being confirmed again through the Nine of Cups. For the Patreon members, I'm going to go ahead and clarify whose energy do you need to cleanse? Who's around you? For what motives? What is the purpose of that energy around you? Because someone is inquiring about you. They're either getting readings, they're thinking about you, they're looking at pictures of you, they may even be trying to manifest you, but Spirit is saying this energy is not meant to be in your field, is not meant to be around you. Okay, cleanse it. So again, rituals every single day to either sage, take salt water baths, move things around, move the energy around in your house, because there's someone here focused on you. And with the Knight of Cups, you may be open and receptive, and you may be picking up on their feelings, their emotions. So cleanse this energy. Okay, confusion is a no. We're also going to look into what you don't see coming, Spirit's final advice and guidance. I'm going to head over to the extended. The links are down below. Blessings, Pisces. Take care.